Hello, cherries, and welcome to Live Jerry Cherry Sunday, episode 60. And in this video, we're going to be demonstrating modal formulas using half steps and just half steps. We're going to try to be as disciplined as possible, keeping it simple, if it is simple, if there is such a thing. But this is a really, really cool concept, and it's a great way to kind of practice modes and scales in general by just seeing the formula of the scales, and it's really good practice. So I want to say hello to my friend Kelly in the live chat. Hello, Kelly. Welcome. I'll give you a round of applause for hanging out. So good to see you. So I'm going to go ahead and put timestamps, so you can get right to the lesson. But right now I want to say hello to Kelly. And there she is. And have a little swig of my brew. What are you drinking today, Kel? Do you have your coffee? Are you rising grinding? All right. So we're getting caffeinated. We got our guitars. We're in tune. We're ready to play. And I'm really excited about this lesson. This is something I kind of thought about just last night. I was thinking, what am I going to do today? Episode 60. And I thought, you know what? I've been noticing a lot because I've done all these mode videos. And I'm noticing that the patterns, the more you learn about all the different scales, the more you start to see that they're just patterns that are just kind of circling and looping over and over again. So, hello, Tom. Tom G. Give you a round of applause. Good to see you. All right. Give you a bicycle horn, too. In case you're riding your bike this morning. And it is pretty cold out here in Brooklyn, New York today. I think it's in the 20s. 20 degrees and sunny. It's sunny and 20 today. And I'm not doing the morning weather report. Sunny and 20 here in Brooklyn, New York. So, yeah. So this is really cool. So I thought, you know what? I heard I guess this is kind of loosely based off of something that I heard. This great YouTube guitar player, teacher, Rick Beato. I'm sure you've seen him on YouTube. And I seen him mention something about noticing the half steps in the scales, but I never really put too much attention into it. But just the other night I was thinking, I'm seeing all these formulas and how they're kind of just looping around. And I'm seeing, like, if you just pick out the half steps in the scale, that's kind of pretty, it really kind of picks out, it really it really kind of tells you what the scale is by where just the half steps are in the scale. So if I was playing just a major scale right here, you would see, if I played major scale, you see where the half steps are? They're right here, between the 7th and the octave. And you see them between the 3rd and the 4th. So you have a 7, you have an octave, you have a 3rd, and the 4th. And then back again to the 7th. Right here. So, that's where the half steps are in the major scale. And then, if I was to play a Dorian, if I was to move this scale to play Dorian instead, which would be like, a minor type of scale, but Dorian in the key of D, you would see that, the half steps have moved. Now you have the half steps right here, and they indicate the E as related to the E. You could see that these half steps now are between the 2nd and the minor 3rd, and the major 6th and the dominant 7th. Or you could just kind of look at where D major is and see, okay, well, it's in between the 7th and the octave. right? Between the C sharp and the D. As it's related to the E, it would be the 6th and the 7th. But you could look at it as like, here's D major, while you're playing an E. Because technically, if you're playing E Dorian, you're really in the key of D. Anyway, you're playing the 2. So, you know, that's the way I'm looking at it today. So, what is this right here? This weird message. I don't know what that means. I think we should get rid of that somehow. I don't know how to do it. I think we'll figure it out, though. And so that is good. Is your live feed working okay? Yes, mine is okay. All right. So, all right. So I created this little loop here, and it's basically just going to be an E major 7 chord to start off with. So just to get familiar with picking out just the E major half steps, which were the 7th to the 8th, the 3rd to the 4th. I'm not going to play any other notes. I'm only going to play 4 notes in the scale that has 7 notes generally. You know, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. But I'm only going to play the 7th, the root, the 3rd, and the 4th. So there's a little pattern I came up with that you could start. If you start with the E string, you have this right here. You have, okay, so you have the 7, 7, root, 3, 4, 7, root, 3, 4, 7, root, 3, 4. It's really the same thing. So I'm just going to try and play just those notes and see what it sounds like. All right, let's have some fun here. Let's do it. Okay, that's not what I want to do. Let's try this again. Okay. There we go. And I'm also thinking of what the relationship is between the E note and what I want to land on. Major 3rd. Not as much the 4th. So it wants to kind of resolve there. Or the 7th. I'm only playing 4 notes in the scale. I'm trying to be real disciplined. It makes you want to play every note, but I'm kind of limiting myself. And how many things can I do with just these 4 notes? I could branch out and play it here. I think that the patterns are pretty cool you can create going up just these 4 notes. If you're 1, 2, 3, if you're playing 4. See if you're going 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, like this. You have to eventually get to the next section. Oops. Like I would never normally play that. Oops, it's hard. right. So you following me so far? You getting that? All right. Give you a little round of applause for listening to that craziness. All right. So, let's see. All right, so we have another thing now. Now, that was just one. That was staying on the major scale. Now, modally, I came up with another progression that is basically, you know, I'm going to change it. I'm going to change it up a bit. So, we have E major, right? And you can see the E major. I was just playing it. Now, I switch it to where it's actually going to D major. But I'm gonna play an E as well. Hello, Aaron Shorts. What's happening, buddy? Aaron Short has a great YouTube channel. He goes live at 4. You going live at 4 o'clock today? Like normal? Plays on Sundays. Cool covers and really good stuff. Besides his normal videos on demonstrating products and stuff. It's really, really cool. So I'll be there checking you out, Aaron. So I'm still going to play an E, but I'm going to play E Dorian mode. But really I'm going to play a D major chord. A D major 7 chord. All right, Aaron. All right, bro. But I'm going to drone an E. I'm going to play a D 7 chord. Right there, right? But I'm going to focus on, while I'm playing E Dorian, I'm going to play a D major. But I'm only going to play the half steps like I played E major. Because when I play E major, I only play just the half steps. The 7 to the root, the 3rd and the 4th. Just focus on the 3rd, the 4th, the 7th, the 8th. Right? Okay, so it's the same thing when I go to the D 7 chord. I'm only going to play just the 7th, the root, the 3rd, the 4th. But over the E. See how much different that sounds? As opposed to. Right? Okay, and then it's also going to go to, hello, Bobby! What's happening? So I don't want this to be like too complicated, but really I'm playing an E, and then it's going to go to a C major 7. I'm still going to play E over the C. I mean, ultimately that makes it a Phrygian mode, but I'm going to look at, while I'm playing an E, I'm looking at C major, and I'm picturing the C chord, wherever it is. Like here's a C, but I'm playing an E, but I'm going to play just the half steps of a C major scale, which would be here. The 7th to the root, the 3rd to the 4th, the 7th to the root, the 3rd to the 4th, 7th to the root. C, but over E. And I'm gonna think about what these intervals are doing to the E note while I'm playing in C. So it really kind of allows me to play Phrygian a little differently than if I was just to play the Phrygian scale. You know, it's really kind of pointing out the intervals of playing Phrygian, and I'll come up with different riffs that I probably never would ever come up with if I didn't look at it this way. And I'm limiting myself to just these half steps. So hopefully you see where I'm going with this. And then there's one more when I'm going to go to a B major 7 chord. I'm still going to play the E drone. And what that's doing is that's putting me in E Lydian. So if you can see, if I play this right here, I got to get that sharp 4th there. Happy Sunday, Bobby. So good to see you. Give you a round of applause again. All right. So now I have a track here that's going to go through this little quick little loop that I just created. And it's going to play the E. Then it's going to play the D chord /E. Then it's a C 7 /E, or C major 7 /E. And then a B major 7 /E. The slash just means it's, I have not slash Guns N' Roses. Do I have a new camera? Well, I've had this for about a month or so. Actually, I have another one here too, which is, you can see that one right there, close-up shot. So, but I like this one right here, this angle. I should have put this on to begin with. I'll leave it on here like this for now so you can see what I'm doing. So, all right, let's try this one. Check this out. Here's E, major 7. And D. And C. Here's the B. Back to E. So, hopefully you picked up on some of that. Oh, this is the main. This camera right here is a it's the ZV. Man, I can't remember what I got it. ZV1. This is the ZV10. Yep, that's what it is. ZV10, ZV1, and both of them together kind of like that. This one here, the ZV-1 has a 16 millimeter lens on it, so I can capture. And you probably understand this, Aaron, is that I had to get a wide angle lens so that it captures my head down to my guitar. A regular lens was only getting just unless I put the camera like across the street, you know. So it was a bit tricky. Hello, Brian. What's happening? Thank you. I'll give you a round of applause for that. So yeah, so it's the ZV-1. I got the ZV-10 first, and I thought, you know what? The ZV-1 has the interchangeable lenses. ZV-10, this one right here, is the big angle right here. This is just a fixed. I mean, it's not fixed. It's you could zoom in and zoom out, but you can't change the lens on it. It is what it is. Whereas the other one, you could actually change this lens on the ZV-1. And what's good about these cameras is they don't have like the 30-minute record limits like some cameras have. So you have to actually have software to keep it on for longer than 30 minutes, where the Sonys, you actually like, they'll have continuous record or live stream. So there you go. So now this is a new channel we got here. It's a camera channel. But I seriously had to up my game here for you guys so you could see, like, you know, a better, more enjoyable stream. And hopefully you're seeing it, everything's good, and you're not getting much flutter or anything. Very cool. Virtual reality. Yeah. Ooh, imagine that. Virtual reality live streaming. I didn't think about that. You'll be wearing your headsets and your goggles, and I'll be in the room with you. Is that what you're saying, Aaron? Oh my God. So how am I connecting? It's a cam link. I'm going HDMI with these two cameras. Exclusive Fender guitars? Well, it looks like it. Well, I have my SG that I use a lot, Gibson, and I mean, I love that thing. And I have a Hamer with a Floyd Rose that I use for a lot of the 80s stuff. But this is my latest. This is Sandy, and I'm really like digging this. I've been looking for this guitar for a while, and when I finally found it, I can't put it down. It's never been back in the case since I bought it. It's been on the stand out here, so I grab it and play it. It's become my beater guitar, you know. Not. So, in a nutshell, what I'm doing there is I'm playing basically E. I'm in the key of E major, and then I'm in the key of D major, but I'm leaving the E droned out, and then I'm in the key of C major, then I'm in the key of B major, but I'm leaving the E droning, so it's really in E major scale. And then when it goes to D, it's an E Dorian scale. When it goes to C, it's an E Phrygian. When it goes to B, it's an E Lydian. Back to E major again. Actually, single coil hums always bothered me. I was always a humbucker person. But do you hear a hum? I mean, I don't really hear. When it's clean, I get no hum. I don't hear anything. So I like to use this little hot tone blues pedal. Gives me a little. I guess I hear a little bit of a hum with that. It always bothered me, but it's very subtle now. And it's not really enough to drive me crazy. And I'm starting to like a little of that sizzle that you get from the... I don't really call it... I mean, if I kicked on my blues driver, I would get that. And that would drive me crazy. If I was live in an outside place or at a venue with a loud amp, that would be much louder. And I've never used this with in a live real gig yet, so like I probably couldn't deal with that. But I generally probably wouldn't play like actually I do with my live streams on Thursdays on Facebook. I'll use this sound sometimes. Blues drive with this guitar. But generally, I like to play this guitar clean. So you really hear the single coils and just a little boost and a little delay. Maybe the front pickup. I'm getting carried away. So, anyway, hopefully you're enjoying this. And all is good in the hood. Guess your apartment's noisy. How you digging that PRS that you got? I'm sure that's awesome. All right. So, let's go through this one more time, this intermodal change thing. And if you like this video so far, hit the like button. Tap on the like button, hammer on the subscribe button, and ring the bell for notifications. That'd be so cool of you. Thank you. I just released a new video yesterday demonstrating the 7 diatonic chords. And if you know them in one key, you know them in all the keys. It's basically, you know, here it is. Re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti, do. Re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti, do. Basically do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti, do, harmonizing with each other. And if you know those 7 chords, you know them in every key. And that's basically what we're doing today, essentially. Except we're moving the keys around. Let's try it one more time. We'll take you home with this one. Okay, here we go. E major. Now, just picture the E major everywhere. Picture D major now. I'm on the 3rd. How's it related to this E? Now I'm in C. Here's a C chord. The 3rd of C is E. Now here's the B. Here's the B shape right here. Change the camera angle here. Okay, so E major. You see this picture of E major? 3rd, the 4th, 7th. Where's the D? Here's the D. The 7th, the root, the 3rd, the 4th. Here's the C. Here's the C. Here's the B chord. So it's switched nicely into E. To a D. I know D's coming up, so here's D right next to it. noticed he's coming. So I got ready for it. I knew where it is. I'm picturing it in my head. B. I'm thinking. All right. Hopefully you got something out of that. Thank you guys for hanging out with me. Thank you, Bobby. Very, very cool of you. All right, guys. Well, so that's going to be it for today. And thanks for hanging out with me today. And hit that like button. Subscribe to the channel. Check out the latest video that I just made on the diatonic chords in every key. And hopefully enjoy the rest of your weekend. It's a beautiful day. It's sunny and 20 out here in Brooklyn, New York. I'm going to be checking out Aaron Short music coming up at about 4 o'clock today. And definitely check him out. He's a really, really talented singer, songwriter. And I'll be there at 4 o'clock checking that out. You have to play your guitar in front of a mirror? Why is that, Bobby? So you can see what you look like when you're doing it? Yeah, it's a good idea. Thanks, Jerry. Have a good week. All right. Thank you, Tom. For sure. Give you guys a round of applause. And, all right, guys. So I will see you on over at Aaron Short's live today at 4 o'clock. And then after that, just want to let you know that my friend Kelly here, who's in the chat, she does a live on her Facebook page every Tuesday and Thursday at Kelly's Music Corner on Facebook at 7 o'clock on Tuesdays and Thursdays. Check her out. She does bedtime stories and lullabies. She tells some stories and then she sings some great music. That's really, really cool to see. And so definitely check her out. Great singer, great storyteller. And yeah, and then I'll see you on my live on Facebook every Thursday at 7:30 at Jerry Cherry on Facebook. I think it's Jerry Cherry Band. Facebook/Jerry Cherry Band. Yeah, that's what it is. So my pleasure, Kelly. Always a pleasure to see that. So have a great day, everybody. I'll see you then, or I'll see you next Sunday right here at 11. If there's anything you want me to go over for next week, please let me know. Tom always does, and thank you for that, Tom. Leave a message in the comments if you have any kind of theory, ideas, or any songs or any solos you want me to talk about or play. It's always a lot of fun to do. So remember, guys, be cool, be kind, don't hit Iggy, and be cherry. I love yous. Have a great week. I'll see you next time. Ciao, y'all.